Om Shakti, beautiful people. Good morning. Episode 3 Yoga Vasistha. In the first two episodes, it was Rama which was asking questions and affirming whatever he knows in himself. Today, I read a page in which Rama, for the first time, it is answered. So it's actually the first page of the chapter. Let me see what's the name of this chapter. Mumukshu Vyahara Prakaranam, behavior of the seeker, how the seeker should behave. So let's read together the page and then I will speak with you because it's actually a very beautiful and very important, if not one of the most important thing that a man should know. So listen carefully. Vishvamitra said, O Rama, you are indeed the foremost among the wise, and there is really nothing further for you to know. However, your knowledge needs confirmation, even as the self knowledge of Sukha needed confirmation from Janaka before Sukha could find the peace that passeth understanding. Rama asked, Holy One, pray tell me, how was it that Sukha did not find peace in spite of this knowledge, and how he found it later? Vishvamitra said. For those who don't know who Vishvamitra is, Vishvamitra, it's a small paragraph. Vishvamitra is one of the seven Saptarishis. In this world, there are some souls which are created specifically by the intention of God or Devi, which are extremely pure. And these are seven souls. They are actually in every tradition, even in Christianity, we are called them the immortals and things like that. So these people, they have the highest level of enlightenment that a body can support. Because even the body, you cannot. It's interesting because the mind and the power of the mind affects the body as well. So in order for the organism to be alive, it needs a proper body for its mind. Otherwise, it will not be able to sustain life. So, the maximum capacity that a human being can get enlightened, these are the seven Saptarishis. Now I continue. Vishvamitra said, Listen, O Rama, I shall duly narrate to you the soul uplifting story of the born sage Sukha, the son of Vedavyasa, who is now seated next to your father. Just like you, Sukha also arrived at the truth concerning existence after deep contemplation of the evanescence of this world. Yet, because it was self acquired knowledge, he could not positively affirm to himself this is the truth. He had, of course, arrived at a state of extreme and supreme dispassion. One day, this Sukha approached his father Vedavyasa and asked him, Sir, how did this diversity of world creation come into being? How will it come to an end? Vedavyasa gave a detailed answer to this question, but Sukha thought, All this I knew already. What is new in this? And was not impressed. Vedavyasa sensed this, and hence he said to Sukha, My son, I do not know anything more than this, but there is a royal sage by the name of Janaka on earth who knows more than this. Kindly approach him. Sukha thereupon came to Janaka palace, informed by the palace guards of the young Sukha arrival. Janaka ignored Sukha for a week as he patiently waited outside. The next week, Janaka had Sukha brought into the palace and waited upon by dancers and musicians. Sukha was unmoved by this too. After this, Sukha was ushered into the royal presence, and Janaka said, You know the truth. What else should I tell you now? Sukha repeated the question he had asked his father, and Janaka too gave him the answer his father has given. Sukha said, I knew this, my father told me this. The scriptures also affirm this, and now you declare the truth. And that is this diversity arises on account of mental modification, and it will cease when they cease. Thus, when his self-knowledge has been confirmed, Sukha attained peace and remained in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi is the Samadhi of truth, in which there is no duality. The world has two expressions. I live next to the airport, so there is a plane flying. So the world has two aspects, Nirvikalpa or, yeah, you can say Nirvikalpa and Kalpa. Saguna and Niguna basically. So Nirvikalpa Samadhi, it is the Samadhi in which the mind is completely in the state of the self without dual modification. Is the state of one self, one existence. This is very important. This chapter right here in Yoga Vasistha shows something extremely important. They say that Rama acquired self-knowledge, Sukha acquired self-knowledge. There are many type of people in this world, but mainly we can put them in two. There are people who learn from other people, and through their own practice and whatever they acquire the knowledge. So basically, it's like somebody tell them the sugar is sweet. They don't believe it because they didn't experience sugar, but they trust these people. So one day they will experience sugar, and other people are self-taught. And this is a very interesting path because a person which is self-taught, a person like Buddha, a person like Sukha, this person they have not been helped by anything or anybody. They discover the world by themselves. They discover the laws of the earth, how it's functioning. They discover what is life. But the soul needs confirmation. The mind needs confirmation because it's funny. I will tell something personally from my life. I know the truth since very young age, and I used to say it to people. It's like this, it's like that, it's like this. I would understand how things work somehow. You can see it. Open your eyes, just watch the world. The truth is in front of us, nobody needs to tell it to you. So I was saying these kind of things, but some people said yes, some people said no. And then, because of so many religions and diversity of religion, that's why me personally, I went from religion to religion. Not because I wanted to learn something. That's why I became a Christian monk. That's why I was a Muslim. That's why I'm a yogi. Not because I wanted to learn something, but because I wanted to know what they think. I wanted to confirm the knowledge which I have inside. And this is the second stage. The first stage is the one that Rama was before in the previous chapter when we speak. When he gives up and he realizes he doesn't know anything what to do anymore. He tried everything. He doesn't know what to do. So then the mind comes down. That's the first stage. And then the second stage and the most important one, this is the moment when you will attain enlightenment actually, or moksha. It is the moment when you accept yourself. Because that is when the real freedom comes, when the mind can become free. It's not a bad thing to be right, it's not a bad thing to be sure. And if you have seen many enlightened masters along the time, forget about this, first of all, please, forget about this idea that an enlightened person needs to be like flower power and very happy, always smiling. It's not like that. An enlightened person is a human being. Even though his soul is in consciousness, he has a human mind. There have been enlightened people which were aggressive, there have been enlightened people which were crazy, there have been enlightened people which are even idiots. So don't think there is a particular way of the enlightened person. So, uh, be, it's not, as I said before, it is not wrong to be right. If somebody comes to you and you know the truth, not intellectually, if you know the truth intellectually or something about any matter, that doesn't mean you know it. That means you conceive it in your mind. But if you have the direct experience of that thing, then you know the truth. So even if the whole world will come in front of you and they will tell you, you are wrong, we are right, you should stay straight in front of the whole world and say, no, all of you, you are wrong and I am right. But if you have the knowledge and the truth. Because otherwise the world will try to stop you. Because the moment you get to the truth, the world will tell you, oh, it's not like this, you should do like this, you should be like this, you should do this, otherwise it's not good. Don't follow the world. Because the world, it's trying to find the truth. and the truth can only be found inside of the heart. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will make more videos soon. Om Shakti.